Hi, Amber. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right, so I'm Amber. I'm currently attending Vanderbilt University, class of 2026, and I'm intending to transfer to another branch here at Vanderbilt, and it's in the School of Peabody, and I hope to be in child development as a major.
So I think that speaks volumes about your character. I'd like to learn more about your extracurricular activities and also your character development that you think helped you the most in your journey.
Okay, definitely the things I did outside of school, but also within school, like extracurricular wise and volunteering, that is definitely what strengthened my applications. I have to say, like, I'm grateful that I started working at an early age. I know, like, part of it was beyond my control, but the fact that I had so much experience since a young age with like helping kids, I babysat for so many years. I tutored kids. I really like as I got older, I branched out in what I was interested in. Like, I did veterinary club at some point. I did art club. I was president of those organizations. But as I was branching out, I also started to realize like what I really wanted to do, so that became art and psychology. So I kept like just looking for opportunities to help other people and also just think about like how is this going to strengthen me and what I want to accomplish in the future.
That's fantastic. Reflect back to the summer of 2019 when you were in Hanoi, Vietnam for the first time in your life. How did Point Avenue, working together with you and your parents, help you define, reach for, and achieve your success?
So this is the cool, like this is the definite truth. Point Avenue was one of like the proudest moments of my life that I can like highlight, because I remember like sitting there at the end of like I suppose like at the end of our graduation after the 3 weeks, and I literally like I cried because I had pushed myself so much in those 3 weeks, but also like I just yeah, I realized the extent of what I'm capable of, and even in such a short time of 3 weeks, I improved my SAT score by so much, but I bonded with like so many people, and I led so many people at the same time. So I definitely have to say like that was a moment where I realized just how much autonomy I have and how much I can like form my future.
That's a very touching story, and I'm also reflecting back to that SAT cohort that we had. The students now are all studying at top universities such as yourself, and I can't be more proud as one of the mentors. Yeah, so I would like to learn more about what do you think attributed the most to your application success?
So again, definitely the experiences I like found outside and within school, extracurricular wise. Like I'm a very sort of like hands-on type of person. I really want to put myself out there. So I was like any opportunity that I thought would be good for me, I like consulted with other people, of course. But I really just like I'm an opportunist, so I went for them. Like one long-term example is I worked at this like company, and I was essentially kind of running it with them, but it's sort of hard to explain, but we like created all these like products for like miniature type models. So like that experience, which went on for 2 years, really helped strengthen me as a leader, also just like working in a professional setting. So I would definitely say all these just unique experiences I've had really pushed me to become like a strong candidate.
So it's definitely less about the subjects and the in classroom learning, but it sounds like it's a lot of the experiential hands-on through internships, summer programs, working in a professional setting, coming to Hanoi, Vietnam, all of those unique life experiences that have attributed to your not only your application success, but to your lifelong success. What is it like in college?
Yeah, so Vanderbilt has been treating me really well, I have to say. And they have, it's just such an amazing, like, it feels utopic sometimes, I cannot lie. But you really can make so much of everything they give you. I like wanted to do Taekwondo my whole life, but I never could. And here we have a free Taekwondo club. So I go lessons every week. And we do like I've done ballroom dancing. We have like all these events that they create for us, and I do volunteers for health, where we literally go to like elementary schools and teach kids about just health topics. And I'm actually working right now as the co-manager of our thrift shop at Vanderbilt. So that was something I was leaning towards, because it's all about like giving and really just sort of helping this donating process at Vanderbilt.
What skills or techniques do you think that you developed and learned in high school that you still rely on now?
Adaptability. That is one definite thing that I've learned. I've had to go through all these different experiences in life and really keep up with the pace. Just like going to different countries, like my native country, South Korea, or going to all these different organizations and organizing events, just things like that. Really, yeah, it just helped me become such an adaptable person, but also someone who looked forward to change rather than being scared of it.
Adaptability, embracing change, pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, and developing this growth mindset are absolutely all recipes for success. And you've identified that early on in your life, and it's going to definitely contribute to your lifelong success. Could you share a little bit more about visual arts for students listening in, interested in, let's say, developing a music profile or portfolio, or a visual arts profile portfolio? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so I've been an artist literally like my whole life. I remember picking up a crayon at 2 years old, and from that point onwards, it was like art was my backbone. And I would definitely say if you were thinking of making a portfolio, like really like a professional one to sort of set, I would say definitely come up with some sort of message or like a reason why, like solidify the reason why you create art, and then sort of write out like your purpose or your artist statement is what it's called, which basically says like, this is why I create, and this is what I hope to do going forwards.
What inspires your artwork, or who?
I would definitely say my art worked as catharsis for me, which is just like this immense releasing of emotions. And I would say like my work has always been really emotional, but I create hoping that people can see it and like kind of feel their own backstory related, like just relate with my work, and sort of maybe see a reflection of themselves in whatever way they interpret it as. So yeah, I would definitely say my life experiences, like some of them being financial struggles, some of them being personal struggles with family and maybe friends, stuff like that, definitely really charged and inspired my work.
Yeah, and you know, mental health is such a relevant, important topic, even more so today. And I think absolutely every single person here needs to find an outlet, whether it's a mentor, someone you look up to, a role model you can just open up and communicate with, or this type of art for you, which has been an emotional release. But there needs to be some way where you can really take your mind off all the stress, all the difficulties that you're going through, and have this release. It's a very important part of managing your mental health. I want to ask you, what kind of advice do you have for students and parents who want to follow in a similar path as yours?
So I will say definitely keep your mind open to realistic possibilities. I mean, I know like colleges are selective and there's no definite whether you'll go to this college or that college. I would definitely say like understand all of your options and find all the pros and cons of each option, and wherever you end up, it's really what you make of it, because you have the power to make your choices. You are an autonomous human being. So whatever you choose, wherever you end up, you'll be able to set the path going forwards. So I would say keep that mindset and you'll really be so happy in your life.
Final question, was the hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears, was the hard work worth it?
You know what? Absolutely. I would say like that's not even coming from like a super optimistic point of view, just like realistically with a slice of optimism, but like overcoming these hurdles and continuously changing, I started realizing that there is hope and there is always like room for change. So yeah, it's so worth it.
Thank you so much for your inspiring story. I know your story is filled with a lot of obstacles that you've had to overcome. And I can just see in 1 year in university how much more of an optimist you are. So I'm really proud of you. I've always been proud of you. And please send all the best to your parents as you go on this next journey.
Thank you, Danny.